Hi guys, I hope you're all doing very well. Before the video, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Match Bingo. Now, after the Brentford game, I said if you want some hope, go and play Match Bingo because you're not going to see it on the pitch. But today, we actually saw something, 3 points, so that's positive. Really interested to see... can we start again? Sorry. I never have to do 2 takes. Right. Hi guys, welcome to the video. Before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Match Bingo. If you haven't heard of these guys, you should have, okay? It's quite obvious, it's bingo. But instead of playing with numbers, you play with things that happen in a match. Goals, corners, yellow cards, things like that. Scratch out your lines. The more lines you scratch out, the more money you make, okay? Each game is capped at £2, so don't worry if you are worried about putting a little bit too much money in. This is probably a good game, okay? Because you are actually capped. And you'll be helping a charity as well. 35% of the money they make goes to charity, all right? I personally think that if you are a Chelsea fan, you'll probably get more joy out of playing Match Bingo than you will watching the games itself. But today we did win. You're absolutely right. And here we are. But yeah, click the link in the description, guys, before you watch. Download Match Bingo and let me know what you guys think. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm standing outside Stamford Bridge after a 3-2 win against Newcastle in the Premier League. Fathur, first of all, great to see you. Thanks for sorting me out Leicester tickets. I appreciate that. And mate, 3 points.
3 points, and by the way, it's my first Ramadan as well that I had here, guys.
Yes.
So yeah, as you can see, I'm not really that 100%, you know, because fasting is not easy, guys. But that's the first and foremost. But secondly, happy anniversary to this lovely gargantuan football club. You know, 119 years. I've seen Chelsea, you know, winning trophies a lot under great players. You know, back in the day we had Zola, we had Vialli at that time. Rest in peace, Vialli. We had you know, Hasselbank. We had some great players in our team, and this win is really dedicated to our club's history, you know, and this kind of sums it up. What has been us, it's a transparent season for us, and what a way to cap it up with a win on the day after our anniversary, you know.
Yeah, I mean, talk to me about the performance, Father. How did you think about how we set up the starting 11, and then the game plan?
You know what? So starting 11 was, I don't have any issue about it, and we haven't got much option on the bench as well. We got some of the young academy players that get into the first team that has a bit of taste, you know, training with the first team, lots of, you know, Tarinan, and then I saw Tariq George in the bench as well. I can't pronounce his name, Achuak Pong, that's what his name, but
I'm not even going to try.
But yeah, there's some new familiar faces that we've never seen before in our team, and you kind of knew what your lineup would be in the first place, and it's just that the way Poch is kind of thinking things, you know, is he going to play a back three? That's the main question as well. And I thought today he got it spot on, and I just think that the performance today wasn't that bad, but it's just that lapse of concentration kind of cost us today, and we could have been, like, you know, kept a clean sheet at least if it wasn't for our 2 mistakes. But other than that, you know, we are a very young squad at the moment, and it's just, I just want to see us to be consistent at times, and this is why our fans really frustrated sometimes, you know, with these kind of players. And it's a slow progress, but at the same time, if you look back from, you know, start of the pre-season, at the moment we kind of regress. It's not that we haven't improved that much, to be honest with you.
You don't think we've improved?
I don't think we've improved a lot from pre-season, you know. I just think that we've...
Well, I think that's fair though, isn't it? Because in pre-season we didn't have as many injuries as we have now. So I mean that would make sense.
Exactly, and we didn't have much injury at that time, but 9 months afterwards, it's just, for me, the training method I've seen behind the scenes. I've seen some stuff about Pochettino trying to kill his players. It's just, I don't want to see that happen. I just don't want to see that kind of leak to the, you know, getting released to the press or to the media, because these days people can judge Pochettino on that kind of a matter, and that's why I feel like I do understand some of the fan base not trusting Poch a lot, but you got to have a look on some of these players that if they want to become successful on this team, they got to work a lot more. You've got today, I thought Gustav for me was good at certain moments. I thought I think that lapse of concentration he gave the ball away to give that Newcastle City goal. It's just not wasn't right for me. Mudryk today, he looks so solid as well. Enzo for me was questionable at times, but I just think that if he's in a better system, I think he would have been a different player. Raheem Sterling once again. That's 3 games now he's gone missing. You know the baseball term that 3 strikes you're out. That's Raheem Sterling for you today.
It's more than 3 strikes.
4 strikes. Wow, 4 strikes today. Okay, he should be on the bench on Sunday. That's for sure. But I think the problem with Sterling is that I don't know about you, but I think he's just too ego. He's a 320k player, but he's got that big ego on his side.
You think he's got a big ego?
Absolutely. How many chances have we missed so far this season?
I think he's just shit.
I think it's both stuff. I think it's both because he's also ego. He don't want to pass to someone. By the way, Cole Palmer could have had a hat trick today if it wasn't for Sterling. But again, it's no excuse for him because he's the most experienced player on our team. He should be doing a lot more, and that's why our fan base doesn't trust him so much. Because 1 week he goes prime Raheem Sterling at Man City game, then he goes back down to earth again. He went missing.
It's not even like that. That's like a up and down.
Up and down.
We know up down.
You know. Do you know what? I don't really have that kind of connection with Raheem Sterling. I do love him as a player, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, he just got to stop being an ego, like egotistical with himself.
I don't think he has a big ego. I really don't think he does.
I disagree. I think he does.
I think he's just rubbish. I'm being deadly serious. I don't see, Raheem Sterling refusing to pass multiple times. I just don't think he sees the pass. I don't think he's able to do the pass. Just like he's not able to put it in the back of the net. I literally can't think of a good quality that Sterling has, except experience, which by the way isn't paying off, because if his experience paid off, we'd see some quality and we'd see some good game management. I mean, it's just rubbish, mate.
I will say this in terms of Raheem Sterling. Do I think he's a good player? No, he's not a good player. I think he's regressing a lot more since he came into the team. He's been declining a lot. I'll be real with you. I haven't impressed him with last season. I haven't impressed with him this season. And what are you going to do with him with the amount of wages that he's got? He's on 320k a week. He's not going to go to Saudi in summer, that's for sure. That's purely because... Oh, that's Boehly over there, by the way.
That's Boehly. Go on, let's go, Kellen, let's go. Right, let's go and speak to Todd. Thoughts on the game today, Todd?
No comments.
No comments on the game. Did you enjoy it?
Of course.
I'll take that.
Thank you, Jeff.
There you go. He's been PR trained, people. He's been PR trained. Boehly has been PR trained. I think if anyone wants to get a comment out of Boehly these days, it's going to be difficult. So I think we were lucky to get in there at the beginning of the season. But yeah, I mean, there you go. He's smiling. He's a happy man. We went for it. We did. We went for it. But you know, I am just gonna. I don't want to make it negative, but I am just gonna say that. Obviously, Boehly's been involved, but he doesn't have the power. No. It's Eghbali that has the power.
Exactly, 30%.
So I mean, for me, I think people need to stop talking about Boehly. To be honest with you, I think that Eghbali, he obviously didn't want to be the face of this club because you see how much stick Boehly gets.
Exactly.
But I think Eghbali's the one we need to start talking about.
Absolutely,
and yeah, I mean, not to put a negative spin on the conversation, but
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we've got a lot of work to do still, man. I mean, we're enjoying this win, but let's try and ground ourselves a bit, because this Chelsea team should not be struggling to beat a mid-table Newcastle team the way we are if we want to be where we're going. So from the present stance, it's not good enough. And how long do we wait? How long do we wait?
How long do we wait? You're correct. And first and foremost, you're right. I just found it weird that people are getting at Boehly, because he's got that 13% share of this club. He doesn't involve that much. It's Iqbali, it's Feliciano, the ones that working at Clear Lake. They're the ones that doing the work behind the scenes. They're the ones that doing the hard work behind the scenes. And it seems for me is that you're right. We haven't moved a lot from the progress. I don't see the progress that much from Iqbali, because you bring in some Brighton directors team like Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley, but at the moment it's just that your vision kind of ruined things for the future. You're talking about the project from the beginning, but if you want to see the project work, you've got to make some sort of a progress, and that's where I feel like they're the ones going to take the heat at the end of the season if we don't make the European football, and that is where the lines will draw. Regardless, I've seen people right now already turn on Iqbali. People already attacking Iqbali. I've seen Lewis making some tags already. He's on to ownership now. I've seen that times, and you're right. I don't know what to expect the next couple of years now. I said it in the Real Madrid away last season. We won't make European football in the next at least 3 or 4 years. But at the moment, I just want to have some. Enjoy it, lads. I just want to see some clarity from the Iqbali. Come out and speak to us as fans, because at the moment, if we lost today, it could have went toxic. But we kind of scrape it the win today. We just got to improve. That's a problem as well. And I don't know. Let's see by Sunday, innit? I just want to see us, keep doing this, keep performing on a consistent basis. I don't care if we win on Sunday on having a bad performances. I just want to see us get some results, because the FA Cup is literally the only thing that we're having this season.